Bank statement can make or break your visa interview. Of course, visa officers won't even check it. But when they do, it surely will help them make a decision. So bank statements are a big deal. What are the things visa officers look out for on our bank statement before they make decisions? In this video, I'm going to walk you through all the important things you must pay attention to on your bank statement before you present it to get your visa approved. I will show you what the visa officers are looking for, red flags you should avoid, amount of money you must have in your bank statement in order to get your visa approved. So let's get right into the video. Now, let's begin with this. Never submit a fake bank statement. In fact, I have seen a lot of people who get in trouble because they submitted fake bank statement. And what is most painful is they even buy those bank statements. It hurts to see people spending so much money just to acquire fake documents. People are out there selling bank statements and putting people into trouble. So be careful. 3 days ago, I received a message from 3 Ghanaians who were banned from entering the US for 10 years because they submitted a fake bank statement. And these were statements that a so-called agent gave to them. And as I said, the painful part of this is that they paid money. So my concern is that if you are paying so much money, 5,000 cedis for a bank statement, and you are paying money for a fake bank statement, why don't you do your due diligence? Be careful. That is very, very important. The next thing is that avoid unreasonable deposit. Some people suddenly deposit huge sums of money in their bank account and print the statement. This will backfire. The visa officers are trained to detect some of these things. A closing balance of 500,000 Ghana cedis with no transactional history and just a one-time 450,000 Ghana cedis. That is a red flag. Visa officers are not looking for huge closing balances. They are not just there to vet rich people. They only want consistency and prove that the account has been used over time. That is the most important thing. It doesn't matter how much you have in the bank account. If there's no consistency, if there's no use over time, visa officers won't care. I have seen people who've gone to interview with basically nothing, but they've shown consistency in their bank statement with regard to use and transactional history. Also, people ask, how many months of statement must I submit? Usually, this is a question that the embassy answers in the application process, but always go for 3 to 6 months of transactional history. 1 or 2 months is not enough. It shows no pattern and no proof of sustainability. So all the time, your bank statement should be 3 to 6 months bank statement, right? So January, February, March, April, 4 months is okay. 3 months is okay. 6 months is okay. Very important. Also, your bank statement must be current. A bank statement that is more than 2 to 3 months old is considered outdated. So always go for a statement that is not more than 1 month old. Because just think about this. Bank statements are not difficult to get. They are personal documents, right? It's your own statement. For most banks, you can even print them online. So you have access to it. When you go in person to request bank statement from any bank, it doesn't take more than 2 hours to receive it. So why will you submit a bank statement that is more than 1 month old unless you bought it? Because those who sell bank statements charges more if you want them to reprint it. So sometimes visa officers know, as soon as they see that our bank statements are old, they know that it doesn't belong to us. Because if the statement is really for your uncle, if the statement is really for your father, you can print it the next day to the interview. You can print a fresh statement, a current statement. Very important. Again, mobile money statements are valid to use. If you are somebody who spends most of your financial transactions via mobile money, you can submit your Momo statement. All that you need to do, call MTN, go to whoever is your Momo provider, let them write a cover letter, let them print a statement, and add it to it for you to take to the embassy. The most important thing is your statement is reflecting consistent transaction. Your statement is showing, it doesn't matter whether it's a bank statement or a mobile money statement, you are showing that you have the money. But be careful, fixed deposit and investment accounts cannot be used. In most cases, visa officers are looking for liquid money, right? So they are looking for savings or checking account. You can't just present a treasury bill or a fixed deposit and expect the visa officer to assume it will work, especially if they have not matured. Visa officer needs to know funds that are available. So if the investment has not matured, explain why you are showing it. As I explained in one of my videos, I coach a lady who had investment in treasury bill, but she used it because she had a loan, and she explained how the investment in treasury bill will help her pay the loan. That is how she was able to make good use of it. So anytime you are presenting any bank transaction or certificate, it should be liquid. It should be money that will be readily accessible and can be used, and that will help the visa officers to make a decision. The question I get a lot is, so Alfred, who can sponsor me? Technically, anyone can sponsor you. Your uncle, your auntie, your boss, even a family friend. But you must clearly explain why they want to sponsor you. Very important. Why would somebody who is not your father, your mother, spend $50,000 on you? $20,000. Why will he give you $10,000 to go and study? Visa officers want to know the relationship. They are not interested in their name. They want to know their relationship. They want to know why they are willing to sponsor you. They want to know what they do and how much they have in order to spare what they have. Again, sponsors in US can be used. If your sponsor is in the US, that is okay. But visa officer will do the math. If your sponsor earns $120,000 a year, can they realistically sponsor you by paying $40,000 out of it? That means they are paying 1/3 of their annual income, which is huge in the US. Considering mortgage, living expenses, why would the person spend $40,000 on you? If it doesn't make sense, the visa officer will assume it is not a real support. One of the big issues people ask, how much should you show in your account? And my answer has always been simple. Show enough to cover the entire cost of your studies, including your tuition and your living expenses. If your sponsor, assuming your total cost of study is $10,000, it is okay to show at least $20,000, unless you explain that this is part of, or this is one of my sponsor's accounts, right? So the bottom line is that whatever amount you need, the bank statement should show enough proof. But the issue is that if your uncle, your brother, your parents are sponsoring you and you need $15,000 and they all have $20,000, the question is, how are they going to live with the amount of money left? Finally, using a business account can be strategic, yes, but it can also work against you. Now, when you go and show a business account, and assuming the business account has $30,000 and you need $20,000 for your studies, the question is, why will you deplete your business money to fund a personal study? If your business have $30,000, why will you spend $20,000 to go and study? Are you basically closing the business? And in most cases, the amount of money in the business account is not a disposable money. Basically, it means that is not the entire profit. It doesn't show the profit or loss money, right? So why will you spend so much money out of your business? Are you basically collapsing the business? Why will your uncle spend so much money out of his business to sponsor you? In his business account, he has $50,000 and he's giving you $35,000. Why will he pay more than he has in the business for your studies? Make sure if you are submitting a statement from your bank, the statement is signed and stamped. And in most cases, get an official letterhead for the statement to be printed on it from the bank, and that will really help you. I hope this helped. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Reach out if you have any question, and always remember that theology is fine. Trust me.